This is an Off the Tongue podcast.
Hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning into the show. I'm Doug.
I am Greg.
And this is Mike.
And this is It's Funny It Makes It Okay podcast. Tonight, we just have some frivolous fun. It's kind of a different episode. I have 4 or 5 Would You Rathers I've been collecting that really don't go together with anything. So I thought tonight we'll just clear them out. And I think Mike has some Reddit, Am I the A-hole? We're going to pass judgment on those. So I think you got 3 of those. And then a couple of other little
things up front,
knickknacks, tidbits, whatever. So I don't remember who said was going first.
Mike, I'll go first.
Away.
So I sent you guys a screenshot of a product from Amazon. Courtney, my wife, had sent this to me. And these are rags that we use for our 8-month-old, just for various cleaning up things. She's like, what do you notice about this picture? And I was like, well, I don't see anything that... It took me a minute to catch what was going on with this picture. I want to see if maybe you guys can notice it. So again, this is an advertisement for rags, for washcloths on Amazon. It says they are multi-purpose to fit different needs.
Okay.
So I was looking around, and it took me a minute to understand.
I haven't found it yet.
I haven't either. I'm looking too.
Maybe look in the middle at maybe what some of the different multi-purposes are.
Oh.
Maybe when you guys come.
Oh, okay.
Really?
That was my reaction as well.
All right, to set this up, the picture you sent us is like 4 different pictures of babies getting different. What? One's wiping the cheek.
Yeah, using
one
the
is
washcloth.
like, on a changing table. One is like chewing on it, and the other one's in the tub.
In a 4-square grid.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, and it kind of makes like a cross or a plus in the middle. And then across in the middle, it gives you all the different things that you can use.
It's multi-purpose. So it says
they're little icons.
It says shower.
Yeah.
So you use them in the shower for the face, saliva.
I guess to wipe off saliva. I
Yeah,
guess that's it.
drooly. Says lactation.
Okay.
And then it says at dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, so
great.
And you can wipe their hands with it.
Yes, it can.
And then the next one just says a-hole.
But it says it, ASS hole. That's all it says, and it shows like a bottom. And then bibs.
Yeah, bibs after that.
Hopefully not the same one. Hopefully if you use the one on the A-hole, that one goes right to the dirty clothes. We don't reuse it.
Well, I got some people I'm going to wipe down with it.
Maybe it is.
I think there was
it means your baby's a jerk. If your baby's a jerk, you can use it.
You can wipe it down.
I think there was a lost in translation thing somewhere in there from the company.
That is insane.
Oh, when I saw that, I was dying laughing. It was, my side was hurting. I was crying.
I can't believe they've got that there.
I know.
Does nobody proofread?
I know. I couldn't believe it, but it fits so well with our Reddit segment later.
Yes.
So
Yes,
we
it
will
does.
maybe need the washcloths for the Reddit segment.
Yeah, well, it does meet different needs.
It's
Yes.
multi-purpose.
Yes, it does.
So
And that does need wiped.
we have not.
It does.
We have not used it for that purpose, but
Maybe you didn't know. Now you know.
now I know.
Now you know.
Anyway, that's it. So.
All right. Well, speaking of not proofreading, I don't know. This doesn't mean a whole lot, but I was reading this. Did you see this news story this weekend about the female fight at the Texas Rams game? Mm-mm. Some females got into a fisticuffs at the game. And,
Keeping it classy, ladies.
yeah. And I mean, like one lady.
We're not going to judge just a drunk
Look at
dude.
her nose.
Holy
Ooh.
smokes. She is bloodied
She
up.
is bloodied. Her face is bloodied.
Jeez.
But I was reading this story, and I'm going to read it to you guys and just see if you can follow along with the story.
Okay.
Okay. As I read it again, it was easier. But the first read through, I was like, what? So a violent altercation was captured on video between fans during the Rams' win over the Texans on Sunday,
So far, so good.
which left a woman bloodied when the dust settled.
Okay.
The fight took place inside SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. As the game action was taking place down the field, though, it wasn't clear during the season opener the altercation occurred. A 4-minute video showed a female fan wearing sunglasses and a Texas jersey engaged in a contentious conversation with another female fan in a Rams jersey and a male fan in a number 99 Aaron Donald jersey, seemingly trying to stay between the two. However, the female Rams fan shoved the female Texans fan before the male Rams fan tried to keep the female Texas fan from going back at the other woman and a man wearing a Texas jersey. Attempted to keep the sunglass wearing woman from going back at the other female.
Is this like a who's on first?
That's what it feels like.
My head is spinning right now. I
think they're giving you, I know we complain a lot about not getting enough information. I think they're giving us too much information.
Well, they're basing everything on the jerseys too. Like the two women continued jawing at each other before the woman in the Rams jersey shoved the other woman again, and eventually the man wearing the Texas jersey dumped a beer on the woman wearing the Rams jersey, escalating the situation as others then became involved. At one point, a man in a Rams jersey and a cap and holding a child
well, that's nice.
connected a right hook on the man wearing the Texans jersey. The fighting appeared to have subsided while people in the section yelled at the two Texans fans when the woman in the Rams jersey, this is a tough one, threw the back of her fist and threw a punch with her left hand on the female Texans fan.
Back of her fist.
like a backhand?
Mike, you know, when you're holding your baby, I think one of the top three things you want to do is start swinging at somebody, don't you?
Start
fighting.
It's like
right
join a brawl.
Yeah. It's up there, you know.
I like how he joined it later. Like it doesn't say he's part. I like to think he's just walking by. He's like, I want to get in on some of this.
Yeah.
Because it says at one point a man in a Rams jersey and a cap and holding a child connected a right hook.
What
on
jersey did the child have on? Now? See, we don't know.
See, it didn't tell me that. There's lack of reporting right there because
I like to think the child
everybody
had
else.
the Houston jersey. He's a different fan than his dad, so it causes all kinds of problems in the family.
He's punching the dad as the dad's trying to hold him.
Or maybe the other couple had a baby, and those babies are going to fight.
Or the baby's taking the low blows into the stomach. I mean, but the fighting appeared to have subsided when blah, blah, blah. Okay, I read that. When the woman in the Rams jersey threw the back of her fist and then threw a punch with her left hand on the female Texans fan, leaving her bloodied and reigniting the fisticuffs. Eventually, SoFi Stadium security arrived on the scene and tried to get control of the situation. The woman who had been struck in the face had blood all over her as she argued with security. The Texans fans eventually escorted up to the concourse. So, yeah, it wasn't anything about just how, well, I mean, and then the story goes on to talk about other violent encounters at football games.
Yeah.
And just how it's getting worse and worse.
What is going on with our society? It's horrible. I don't know.
There's like these stories like every week now. It's just crazy.
Because it says during the NFL's opening weekend, another video surfaced of a Giants fan being attacked by Commanders fans outside the Northwest Stadium. And a Bills fan was indefinitely banned from NFL stadiums after he hit two Ravens players in their helmets while they celebrated a touchdown. So he actually hit the players.
Yeah.
Which is dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that either.
Yeah. So as I was reading this story, my brain was just swirling because it's like, can you not write more coherent than that?
Can't keep these people straight at this point. Well, and
maybe don't go with the jerseys because that just
woman A, woman B. It's like,
and then throw the baby into the mix.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So-and-so's dad is hopping over with his kid and
growing up, I never would have thought, if you'd have told little Dougie at home, you know, when I was, how many times do you think women will be in fights in the public when you get older? I'd be like, 0? What has happened? Where they're like, they're more apt to go at it than dudes. I mean, if you see a fight, there's a pretty good odd. It's a 50-50, I think, anymore. That it could be two women. It could be a man and a woman fighting each other. It's like, what?
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
When do you feel like that started?
I think
I feel like
social media. That's what I think.
Well, I even go back further than that. I say with the onset of like Oprah or Jerry Springer, some of those old shows.
Yeah.
There were some brawls. Not so much Oprah's. I think Oprah just, opened the doors a little bit.
Well, Springer, that was the name of the game.
Well, yeah, all those, Montel and all those different shows back in the, 90s?
Oh, 80s for Oprah. I mean, she started in the 80s.
Well, even the Phillies thing over the weekend was wild.
Well, yeah, that was nuts. Yeah,
the lady coming over to take the ball. It's just
did you watch it?
I did. Yeah.
I mean, so I watched it, and I talked to my wife to Lori about this, and I was like, was the lady in the wrong? Because when I read the story, it sounded like the ball landed right in front of her.
Well, it landed
but that doesn't give her the right.
Yeah.
If the ball, if you don't
I
catch
agree.
the ball, it's anybody's ball.
I'm just asking.
It was like a row or two in front of her. Yeah.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, there was a baseball game. A baseball was hit into the stands.
Yeah.
A woman was trying to get it. She did not catch it. It just landed in the bleachers. A man came over from the side, grabbed it, and
he
took
was
it over.
maybe 10 seats down.
Yeah, and took it over and gave it to his son.
Yeah.
There was no fight for the ball. He just grabbed it and took it. She didn't have it. He didn't take it from her. She went over and berated him and demanded that he give the ball back to her.
So
which he did.
He took it out of the son's glove and gave it back.
I would never, you know what? I would throw the ball back onto the field before. I would say, you want this ball? Chuck it. Go get it.
Yeah.
There's no way you are going to get this ball. You are not.
He gave it to her, though.
I would not. I would not have done it.
He took the high road.
He
gave
did
it
the
to
right
her.
thing, probably. I would have been.
Well, he did.
I would have been a Reddit segment for us to discuss.
He did in the end because the Phillies kind of took care of the boy, so it was kind of nice that they did that. And if he had thrown it back into the field, do you think the Phillies would have intervened?
No, but did you hear the interview they did with him and his son? His son was like, well, I kind of wish my dad wouldn't have thrown the ball. But he's like, well, I'm sorry I did that. The son was like, kind of like.
Lost respect for the
Yeah,
dad.
he did.
Dad lost a couple points there.
Yeah. And he did kind of, his reaction was a little weird. Like,
Well,
whoa! He looked like a Southern Belle from 1850. Oh my!
That was my thing too, because on the video I cracked up at that. He's doing like the Wallace thing from Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
I did see that.
I expected him to pull out one of those fans and flip it open and start fanning himself.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm on the plant.
oh, I've got the vapors. What is going on? I don't know nothing about no baseball.
Yeah.
It's like what in the
Yeah.
world? It was a little.
I think he knew.
Emasculating.
I think he knew she was coming over, and he was just trying to like hide it, you know. Or,
Well, she was nuts.
yeah, and honestly,
Well, yeah, the
You can
boy,
tell
he
by the
did-
haircut and the glasses. She was nuts.
he probably knew. He's like, this is just the easiest course of action, just to give her
Agree.
the ball and
Yeah.
just to have her move on. But yeah,
Agree. I would have done the wrong thing and
But,
chucked it
yeah.
back into the baseball field.
On your defense, I mean, it was his son's birthday, and he just took the ball away from the
would
boy.
not have done it.
I mean, it's like, yeah, you lost a couple dad points there.
after
I think
all the effort of running down the aisle, he was in the row, but he was like, I don't know, 10, 15
he had to
seats
kind of go
over.
over to the side, right?
And it was kind of it was sparsely populated in that section. There wasn't a lot of people sitting in there. But yeah, he had to walk. He went down the row, got the ball. So like after all that trouble, you'd think he'd be like, "Look, lady, I
He
got
gave
the
it
ball."
up pretty quick.
He did. It's like I got the ball. It's for my son for his birthday.
I'm sorry you didn't get it.
Too bad.
Maybe
So
you'll get the
sad.
next one.
Yeah.
So I've seen a billion stories on this, and I can't tell. Did anything really happen to the lady? I mean, or is this
I don't
all
think so.
AI generated crap on Facebook?
I don't think that anything really happened to her. They thought they had the right woman, and it was another woman supposedly. That
Who
There's
had the
a-
right woman.
they supposedly doxed this woman, put her information out there, but then to come find out, it's like that's not the woman who.
Oh, that would be nice if you're the other one. Oh, I just got doxxed for something I didn't do.
Yeah.
Social media.
Well, I just the general population reaction was not kind to her.
Right, but I kept
Nobody-
reading like, oh, she lost her job, or she
I kind of doubt that. I'm not sure, but I would.
was flipping off the stands.
I
or
do
she-
like
I would
that they
kinda
said
doubt
they
that.
booed her out of the stadium. I think that's an appropriate punishment.
Yes.
Get booed out of the stadium. And
Well,
then it's like, okay, you're done.
Yeah, and
It
she
was a
did
baseball.
flip off people. Like that happened.
Okay.
And there was a shot of her that I've seen memed into a million different things of her holding
Well, yeah,
the
I've
ball.
seen all the memes. I've seen it. It's like,
But yeah,
what all was real?
that happened.
Yeah.
But then people turned her into Gollum with the ring and with the baseball.
My favorite one is I saw a meme of her with the guy from the Coldplay concert with his arms around her.
Gosh dang.
A friend of mine sent me a picture of a, you know how what's the sports action figures they have with the baseball and the football players and all those, you know, where you can put them on a stand and they pose them.
Sure.
They have one of her now with like
Oh,
87
God.
baseballs. I thought that was funny. I mean, not 87, but there was a ton of baseballs in her. Like, all right, so that made me laugh.
The meme, the social media, the meme world takes over. It's funny.
I do like the memes.
It's ruthless now. I mean,
yeah, you can't do anything in public.
No.
And there's a lot of things people are doing that they should not be doing.
Yeah.
Like
you
these
just have
brawls at the stadiums.
You have to be on the right side of it, I guess.
Yes.
If you're on the good side, you're okay. But don't be cheating on people at concerts and stealing baseballs from kids' birthdays.
Or hats. The guy who's happy is the guy that stole the kid's hat. He's like, whoo, finally, the heat is off of me. Yeah. Now, what she's got to hope for, something happens now to get.
And it will.
Inevitably.
You need something.
Yeah.
You don't want a big wall where they have not a lot of news going on because it's like, oh, they're just going to keep rehashing this.
Yeah. Babylon B and not the B are going to be getting a hold of it. Well, I think they already did.
They did.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, that's all I had was just the poorly worded news story.
All right. Well, like I said, I have some would you rather scenarios for us to go over. They don't really match up with anything. They were just some that I have found, thought they were kind of interesting or funny, or let's discuss them. So first one I have says, and we've kind of done one similar to this, but not exactly. Would you rather have a theme song play every time you enter a room or a laugh track play after everything you say? See, no, it's the everything you say part that was like,
or every time you enter the room.
And what theme song? Do I get to pick the theme song, or is one going to like spin the wheel?
I think it's going to be a wheel.
You have to put a bunch of songs on there, some that you might like and some that you don't, and just spin the wheel, and that's what you get.
Pick a cool song but I think you got to be the wheel. Like you can't.
I can't just have Back in Black start playing every time I walk into a room.
So Doug walks in, more than a woman.
That's fine. I'll take that one. I thought it was going to go like, baby, baby, baby. Like something, who knows?
Well, My Luck Stupid Ho would just probably start playing. That one's probably on half the wheel, probably.
I picture a Weird Al song.
Both.
Oh, yeah. So that's what I don't know. So do you spin the wheel? Is it the same theme song? You spin the wheel once and that's your theme song, I think. That's what a theme song would be that. You would have, this is your song. So you got to spin the wheel or the laugh track.
I know what I'm doing.
Go ahead. I'm going to think about it for a minute.
I think I'm going to go with the laugh track. I know this is going to be very embarrassing. A funeral, for instance.
Oh,
I just won't be able to talk because, I'm so sorry for your husband. But
Greg,
music,
please regale us with
time
stories
I
of your of your memories with the deceased.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like every time I enter the room, there's this blast of music. I just suppose it could be soft music too, though. It doesn't say loud or soft. It just says
it's
music.
loud enough that people can hear, but let's say it's not obnoxious, but it's loud enough. I mean, the same level of
the
volume
track.
as the laugh track. So I know where I'm going.
I mean, if I could pick, I'd maybe say, if I could do all instrumentals or something, quiet instrumentals. Okay, maybe elevator music.
See, I don't think you get a pick.
You're at the mercy of whatever song pops up on.
I think it's going to be like a Gilligan's Island style where it's, sit right back and hear the tale of Greg Daniel, and it's going to tell your life story of this horrible little thing.
I think I'll do the laugh track. I'll be like George Costanza on Seinfeld. I'll be like, I'm out every time I say something. That's my, I've got my laugh trap.
Okay. Well, you want me to go?
Go ahead.
I'm going to do theme song.
Are you?
And I'm going to be like George Costanza. Believe it or not, Doug isn't at home. I don't want the laugh track.
If that's what you get.
Well, I don't know. I don't care.
You get MacArthur Park and it'll play for 12 minutes.
What about conversations with your wife and the laugh track is kicking in? They could be intimate conversations, or it could be a fight, or it could call the fight. How does this? Hey,
she'll get upset because they don't interrupt her laughing.
Does this dress look good on me? Do I look fat in this dress? No. I thought me. It's the laugh track. I just keeps laughing. Shut up. So I think I am going with the theme song. I think I will have less. I still won't like it, but I will have less problems in my life with the theme song than the laugh track. I like the laugh track because I like laughing. I think it would. Hey, you could go be a stand-up, and you got an instant. You can just. I
picture
walk
an
in.
audience too. Like when you say laugh track, I picture like an
the
audience
old laugh track on TV where you got. It's not just one person. It's a group of a whole room laughing. So that's where I went. All right, Mike.
I'm going to take the theme song too, because I just think the laugh track's going to get too old after a while. And be like, it's not funny. Stop laughing. You know, I'm going to have a breaking point, I think, with the laugh track sooner than I would have the breaking point with the theme song. And most of the time, if I'm going to walk in a room, I'm going to plant myself. I'm not going to move from the room unless I absolutely have to.
Now, the theme song is going to be kind of it could be like an earworm that's stuck in your, I mean, you're going to be singing it it's just going to be, I think it's going to get super annoying. I really do.
Or it could be the soundtrack from Rocky.
But still, after a while, you're going to hate it. It's going to be like,
so I just want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Like, please stop playing the theme song.
And it says every time you enter a room, I would have to buy a house that's just one giant room. Like, I can't be walking into different rooms.
I'm doing the open floor concept.
Yes, the whole house. The toilet's just in the middle of the room. The bed, it's like, it's all right here. I cannot go to another room.
Yeah. Mike walks in. It wakes up Evelyn.
Yeah.
Of course, the laugh track, you try to whisper something to Courtney, and they're cracking up behind you.
Yeah, I got to do a theme song.
Okay, so me and Mike are going theme songs. Greg is doing the laugh track.
I'm doing the laugh track.
It was a 50-50, kind of a coin toss.
Same.
Like,
depending on the music, I might be fine with it.
That's the problem. I got to spin the wheel. All right.
I know I would get crappy music.
I'm just assuming it will be. Would you rather always have wet socks or always have a pebble in your shoe? This is a terrible. I don't know what this one was bad because I was thinking about. I was like, I hate both of those. They're both horrible.
I can go first on this one.
Go ahead.
I hate this. I'm not taking the wet feet. It's foot related. Though. I'm not taking the wet feet. I'm going with the pebble. And you know what? My foot is going to hurt badly, and it's going to be just like that itch you can't
constant
scratch.
Bruise all the time.
Yeah, it's like that itch you can't scratch either because you can't take it out. I'm not walking around in soggy, wet, squishy socks. I'm not doing it because that to me is a worse constant sensation than having something. Hopefully my foot will just go numb after a while.
Build a callus.
Yeah, I cannot. I don't. The wet sock thing. No, I can't. I can't do it.
You want to go?
I can. I'm doing. I tried to make a play for the wet socks, but I'm the same. I can't have wet feet. I can't. The pebble's going to kill me. My foot hurts now, and it makes it horrible to walk around at times. And and if you get plantar fasciitis, you know how that is, or a stone bruise. This is a constant stone bruise all the time, always. And I'm on my feet a lot, and I walk around a lot. My life is going to be miserable. But I can't have that constant wet feet, just constantly. At least with the pebble, if I sit down, it's going to take some pressure off of it. Now, it's still going to be annoying. If I lay down, put my feet up, okay, so yeah, it's going to be annoying, but it's not going to hurt as bad. Where when your feet are wet, they're just wet. Yeah. It's just wet.
Think of the athlete's foot. Oh, it's going to be awful.
Ugh. Yeah, so I'm taking the pebble as well.
Yeah, and I think about like driving. Because my feet already when I'm driving, they get uncomfortable. It's like I would rather drive barefooted than have shoes on because my feet get uncomfortable when I'm long distances, not just around town. But nope, I try to split the room usually, but nope, I'm with you guys on the pebble. I can't do the wet feet. Nope, can't do it.
Okay, yep. So 3 pebbles, no wet feet. All right, this next question. I'm going to ask a question, but
that was my laugh track.
We're going to have to parse out some information on this before we answer because I got a question on it. Because this just said, now this was for men and women, but I'm assuming this question is more for women. But I want to ask you this. It says, would you rather, and this is from now on, so would you rather have Dolly Parton or Billie Eilish's wardrobe? So you got to wear. Now I was curious. Are we going to make it
personally never? Neither.
Are we going to make it the man's version of those wardrobes? Or are you saying that no, this is the wardrobe? Here's Dolly Parton's. Whoop! You spin it. It's like here's the closet, and this is what you have. Or Billie Eilish's. What are we going with?
I would say the male version because it's us. I mean,
that's fine. Because I think honestly, if we have the women's outfits, I'm already predisposed to pick one over the other. So let's make it the male version. I
was going to make us do the women, but I already had a thought.
But I don't care. I don't care.
I like yours better. I was like, if we can do, well, I'll tell you what. I'll give both answers. How about that? Okay. I'll go first this time.
All right.
Jeez. well, and so Billie Eilish, I don't know a lot. I know she dresses more kind of grungy or over.
Yeah, baggy T-shirt. Lately I don't know.
Well, yeah, because she's changed a little bit, I think. But I'm going Dolly Parton. I'm going to just own it. I'm going to go Dolly Parton.
It's flamboyant, Doug.
I don't care. I don't want to always just dress like a bum, like I'm a homeless guy with a sweatshirt that's 4 sizes too big and stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm just going to say boom, and then like I might even just go all out, and get like put D Parton on my license plate. Oh, he's a huge Dolly Parton fan. I'll just be that guy.
Well, and since you got music playing every time you walk in the room,
maybe it's a Dolly song. Why'd you come in here looking like that? I hate that song.
Jolene.
That would be my song. I like Jolene. That's a great song. So anyway, that's where I'm going. I go Dolly Parton just because I don't want to look grunge all the time.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Sure.
I'm going grunge. I'm going Billie Eilish.
I knew you
little
would.
green in my hair.
Oh, that's true. See, Dolly wears wigs, so I can just get a big old wig.
I just don't want to see Doug's cleavage. I mean,
you say that now. Gosh. I can shake my money making, buddy.
yeah,
tight
I mean,
little pants and my cowboy boots and painted on jeans. That's from one of her songs. So
yeah. I mean, going somewhere a little more upscale or classy, I'm going to look like a bum, like you said,
instead of like a
flamboyant cowboy.
It's not going to be good either way. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I'll just
Yahoo!
Woo! Riding cowboy.
Well, I'm taking the Billie Eilish look.
Oh, nothing. I knew both of you would do that.
Yeah. I just want to be comfortable in my 2 times oversized sweatshirt.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I got the
you
big.
might be comfortable in the Dolly Parton outfit.
Maybe.
We don't know.
I got the big
Possibly.
giant, like
Possibly.
the big platform.
I
goth
picture lots
boots.
of fringe in my future. A lot of fringe. Bright colors. I picture a lot of that.
I'm looking to see what does Billie Eilish look like now.
Okay. Well, while you're looking like that,
yes.
I'll go ahead and say the other one, and you can let
go
us
ahead.
know.
I'll give you a picture update in a second.
Would you rather be forced to listen to the Barney theme song or someone slurp soup for 24 hours straight? Now, this is set for 24 hours, so it's only one day.
And how long does the Barney one go? Constantly?
It's just on a loop. I mean, it's all day long. And so is the slurping. It's just...
So this is forever for the end of time?
This says for 24 hours straight. So I don't know if that means, what do you want to do? You want to do it for a day? You want to do it for, I don't think we'll do it forever, but a day seems awful short. Let's say a month.
Oh.
You think that's fair enough? A month?
A month. I'm sorry. I was looking at this.
It says, would you rather be forced to listen to the Barney theme song
Barney theme.
or someone slurp soup? Continuous.
For how long? A month?
This said 24 hours straight, but that seems short.
That seems short.
But Mike said forever. I said, that's tough.
I just didn't know the end.
Forever is we can do forever if you want, but I think you would, because I think a month that's long enough where it's going to be painful, but there is an end.
I can go first on this one.
All right, go ahead.
I despise the sounds of people eating. It kills me. Like, it's a mental thing. So the soup slurping is not even, that's off the table for me instantly.
Okay.
I just hate chewing, like anything of that. It just I hate it. So I'm going to need major psychiatric help after the Barney theme song. I may not even want to be alive anymore after a month of the Barney theme song.
And you're going to have, whenever you enter a room, you're going to have music. You're going to have so much.
Maybe I can just walk in and out of a doorway, and maybe it'll just, I don't know.
Maybe I'll come in and sing it like Dolly Parton.
Just break up my mental insanity.
I
from
love
hearing
you.
Barney.
You love me.
Yeah, I'm doing the Barney theme song because I hate the sound of people eating. It irks me so badly. It's like a pet peeve thing.
Did we say how often are we hearing these noises?
It's constant. It's just.
It doesn't
loop,
stop.
Loop,
It's
loop,
constantly
loop.
in your head.
At night. You're just.
Yeah.
I mean, it stops long enough, like, for how long it would take for you to get another spoonful of soup. And then the Barney thing, as soon as it's over, it would just click, roll it, start up again.
I see insanity in the future.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
There's no good answer.
No, there's not.
To cause a disturbance, I'm going to say I'll go with the soup slurping.
Cause a disturbance
Between, who's going to get, who's going to split the room, possibly.
I thought you were like going to attack the guy eating the soup or something. I wasn't sure what you meant.
I'm going to brawl with the person in the
Put that spoon
LA
down.
jersey. So yeah, I'm going to go with the soup slurper.
No soup for you.
Okay. I'm with Mike. I don't like either one of these. But I also went with soup. Only because I feel like the song will get stuck in my head. I feel like the soup, it's just the sound. Maybe it'll become white noise at some point.
I kind of feel possibly.
But the Barney's, the song, I might be singing the song for 3 months after this stops. It's like, I can't. But
you guys
there's no win. There's no win.
No. You're never going to want to eat soup again.
I know.
You won't even be able to think about soup.
It's going to be terrible. I will not like it at all. All right, last one.
Here's Billie Eilish.
Okay,
so kind of like
baggy,
kind of what we said,
grungy.
baggy shirt.
Yeah.
There was one of her like wearing a suit though, so See,
that wasn't a really fair question. I didn't know what Billie Eilish wore, so oh well. I'm sticking with it. I don't care.
You own it.
I make a strong decision, and you just go with it. You just own it, and that's it. All right. Would you rather meet Bigfoot or an alien? That's all. It just says meet. So I don't know. Do we want to try to maybe say spend a week with them? Because if it's just meet, you can say like, oh, hello, or
this is like job shadowing. Maybe we'll just call it job shadowing.
I like job shadowing for a week. I like that.
Oops.
You want me to go to first, or do you?
Sure.
You want to go? Or?
I know what I want, but go ahead.
If you don't, go ahead.
I'm going with the alien.
Okay.
I know there could be probing. I know there.
Well, if you're job shadowing, you might have to probe.
You
may be doing the probing.
I kind of view this question not as like we'd be subject to any harm or anything. Like you wouldn't be getting probed, but like Doug said, maybe
you may have to probe.
You see how the soup is made with the probing.
They may have you. Okay, Mr. Daniel. Let's insert the probe here.
What would the equivalent of that with a Bigfoot be? You may have to what?
Pick up a log.
Hide from people. Be a good hider.
Learn how to.
You howl.
Learn how to only take blurry photos.
Nobody would know whether I exist or not.
Posing 101. Yeah.
Well, that could be kind of fun.
Out in the woods.
But with the aliens, I mean,
you
get
to
see
any probing. I don't.
You get to see the space. You get to like light travel,
but the spaceship
travel
and the space. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with alien.
Yeah.
I'm going to be ET. I'm going to phone home.
I know. Do you know, or you want me to
go ahead?
I was thinking this. I think alien simply for the space travel.
Yeah,
and that was even before. That was even before we said I wouldn't get probed. I thought I will risk the probing if I can travel around in space. I'm not going to like it. It's kind of right up there with slurping soup. Now, I will be dressed like Dolly Parton, so I don't know if that's going to cause me some issues or not.
It could.
But I'm going to stick with the alien.
And they may hate the songs that you're playing when you walk in the room.
Maybe that'll keep them away from me. I don't know.
Laser you.
It's almost, would you rather get probed or have to do the probing? It's kind of like, I don't know. That's I don't know that there's a good answer for that one either. Like, well, I don't want to probe anybody.
Like, nobody wants to be probed, but I certainly don't want to be probed.
Maybe in this scenario, I'm a doctor and I'm doing prostate exams.
I like the picture of Greg's up there and they beam somebody up and you know them. That's even more awkward. It's your imaginary friend, Dan. Greg? He's like, sorry, Dan. I don't want to do this, but
we got to get this out of the way.
You're asking the aliens, can we put him to sleep or something? Yes. He's looking at me.
This is all part of the procedure. This is part of the experience.
Is he going to remember this?
Any of it when he goes home. But.
Well, he might have dreams about it, but he will think they're just dreams.
Yeah.
All right, so I stick with the aliens too. Even with that, although Bigfoot would be cool. You're out in the woods camping, running around.
I'm taking Bigfoot. I'm going Bigfoot. And as cool as it would be to see like an alien craft and like buzz around space with aliens and probably talk to other aliens, I'm gonna chill with Bigfoot. Like we're gonna go cross country, I assume, and we're gonna chill and just scare people.
Probably less probing.
I hope so. I'm not sure exactly what he's into these days.
It could be a girl Bigfoot. Maybe she thinks you're cute. We don't know. It doesn't specify.
I feel like, there's just, I don't know. I just feel like we're going to hang. Like we're going to be cool and just see the sights and stuff.
I picture him like isn't it Slim Jims or is it Jack Link's?
Jack Link's.
Exactly. I picture him like the Jack Link's Bigfoot.
He's going around punking people.
Yeah,
and,
I like that one. I don't want the AI Bigfoot though. He is annoying. Interviewing people. You can have that one. So Mike, hey buddy, what's going on? I was like, oh jeez, you're not near as cool as I thought you were going to be.
You need to go back into hiding.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll take Bigfoot. Because I like to see the sights. We'll travel the country and
party with Yetis and.
Oh yeah,
it's usually beautiful country wherever they're at.
Yeah. Well, it's very secluded.
Swamp.
He knows
they could be in a swamp.
Yeah,
that's the thing though. You can't be in the city.
That's fine
because we never see.
I'll unplug for a week and.
Well, maybe we just don't see him in the city.
You think he goes to the city?
I don't know. Michael will have to tell us after
a week. I don't think there's ever been a spotting in the city.
I don't think so.
Urban Bigfoot.
Does he wear the urban sombrero?
Maybe. That's why he fits in. He plays a lot of NBA or WNBA. We don't know. Could play either. So, all right. Well, that was the last one I had. So, like I said, I just
those were good.
Had a bunch of those I've been saving up over time. Thought let's do a little clearinghouse tonight and get rid of some stuff. So,
when we're done here, me and the alien are going to go hang, fly into space.
I got a tribute concert after this. I got to get my Dolly uniform on. I'll have you cinch up my gusset.
Doug will walk into work tomorrow, working 9 to 5.
So I could be sassy. So, all right, that was all I got. That's the end of my Would You Rathers.
All right. Well, I've got, so I'm pulling them up here. I've got the Reddit, am I the a-hole question. So basically to set these up.
Well, if you are, we'll use those wipes on you.
Yes.
Yeah. I said we needed them before that. So, to set these up, basically somebody goes on Reddit in this thread and they ask, am I in the wrong, basically, or
the person submitting the question?
Yes. So it's like basically that's kind of the premise of these. So they go on to give the subject line, and then they kind of lay out the story, and then at the end, people give a verdict. Are you the a-hole, or is somebody else in the story the a-hole? That's kind of what it boils down to.
All right.
So I've got a couple random ones that I've been keeping track of here lately.
I got my pen and paper. I'm going to take notes.
All right.
We're going to judge.
So here's the first one. It says, AITA for letting my kids loot my brother's house to prove my point. So that's the setup. Am I the a-hole for letting my kids loot my brother's house to prove my point? So these are somewhat lengthy, so I'll try to read these as quick as I can. It says, my brother and his family came over for a visit last month. My kids and I play with Legos, and we have fun leaving little dioramas around the house. Just silly little stuff like a fight between Iron Man and Darth Vader, and little other scenes like that. It's just our way of leaving Easter eggs and decorations around the house. My nephew really liked them and decided to take a few of them home. When we noticed they were missing, I asked my brother to bring them back. He said that it was just kids being kids and that he would bring them back the next time we saw each other. So I ended up seeing him for coffee, and I reminded him beforehand that I wanted all of our Legos back. They say, quote unquote, forgot to bring the Legos, and so they say, okay, game on. We went to his place for a barbecue. I told my kids that unless all of our stuff was returned to us when we got there, literally anything in the house was fair game. Like the godless barbarians they are, they went to town. When we left, I don't think there were any remotes, small electronics, or beer mugs left at his house. I actually had to sneak the dog back into the house before we left. I started getting calls on our way home, but I ignored them. When I actually got home, I returned his calls. He said a bunch of his stuff was missing from the house. I said I would check with the kids. He said that I knew very well what happened and that he wanted his stuff back. I said I would box it up and return it the next time we saw each other, as long as we got our Legos back. He was at my house with the Legos later that evening. He had even accidentally included stuff that wasn't even ours. I returned all of his stuff at the same time. I told him that this is how we would be dealing with his kids with his kid in the future. He is PO'd that he had to make a special trip to return my stuff. And my parents think that there is a huge difference between an 8-year-old taking Lego minifigures and a couple of teenagers pillaging their uncle's house. AITA. So hopefully that made sense.
Yeah, it made sense.
Okay.
So was the kids, were they teenagers or little kids?
Sounds like his kids were teenagers.
So the poster's kids, they said were teenagers. But the brother, their uncle, his kid was a 8-year-old, they said. So the 8-year-old takes the Lego figurines home with them. And then they weren't returned after being asked. So then basically at a barbecue, they returned the favor. And that prompted the returning of the Legos.
Do you have your thoughts?
I got a few thoughts.
Go ahead.
Of course. Well, I don't know. I was going one direction until we found out they're teenage. I think they went too far. So I'm going to say yes with an asterisk. That he is being, or they are being, the a-hole. The little kid took some Legos. Okay, shouldn't do that, but he took some Legos home. Whatever. But your kids are teenagers, and you guys are still playing with Legos. And
I know a grown man that plays with
fine.
Legos.
Well, again, whatever. That's
Someone
fine.
older than me, my imaginary friend.
But the little kid, the 8-year-old, just took some Legos, and you went over and took like remotes and everything. I don't think that you could have taken just a little goofy something. Got your Legos back, and then
Or would
just
that
taking
have gotten
couple.
the point across?
I don't know.
I think that was the.
How
I think
often are
that
you
was
playing
their-
with your Legos as a grown man and teenagers?
Yeah.
I guess that's my. I think they are just because they went too far with it. That's my concern.
Okay.
It would have been one thing if they went and took a few things to make a point. They could have taken one remote or something. It's like, hey, we took this. Can I get my Legos back? But if they went in and just pillaged the house, I think they went too far. So that's my ruling. I think they are.
Do you want to go?
No, go ahead.
All right. I like where his head's at.
Yeah.
And the way to get back at his brother for not bringing his stuff back. Because that can be a problem many times. You know, you loan somebody something, they don't bring it back. Or, you know, I borrow something and don't take it back. I typically try to be good about that, but I can't say I've never missed on that. I don't feel it teaches the kids a good lesson. I don't think his teenagers... I think you're teaching them a bad method. I don't know what the right method is when it's your brother to get your stuff back. I mean, I guess if he wanted while he was at the barbecue to grab a couple things and important things to the guy and say, "Hey, I'm holding these hostage till I get the Legos back," then I guess I could see that. I don't like the lesson he's teaching the kids. So with that said, I am agreeing with you that he is the A.
Interesting. Yeah, I was kind of right along your lines of thinking there, Greg, for the most part. I mean, at the end of the day, it's Legos, but I know certain things can hold certain meaning to people. True. So it's like, I kind of get that. But I think they grew frustrated. It's like, hey, we've asked. You're still not bringing them back. Like, I kind of get that, but the retaliation was probably twice over what it needed to be in the end.
Right.
So like I said, I like his thought strategy, but yeah, maybe a bit excessive. I initially said in my head that no, he's not the a-hole. So that's kind of what is it probably overboard? Yeah, but I'm still not going to fault him too much for it. Hey, in the end, he got his Legos back. He probably PO'd that side of the family pretty good. But
I guess my thought is you're at his house at a barbecue. Just tell
grab
him I
the
want
Legos.
my Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not leaving until I get my Legos.
Yeah.
So let's get them wrapped up. I'm glad you like them. They're really cool. You know what? Maybe for your birthday, tell me one and I'll buy you one for your birthday.
Yeah.
But I just need those back and then just get them back rather than to go through all this other work. That was my thought.
Well, and his brother didn't do a good job with his 8-year-old either.
No, the brother sounds like a jerk.
he's just being a kid or whatever.
They both could be.
Yes, they both could be.
In reality, that's how most of these turn out.
Because he allowed his 8-year-old to do it, gave an excuse that it's okay, he's a boy, a kid, or what, and then did not return them when asked. Yeah. So I think he kind of is too.
Yeah.
Well, do you want the Reddit ruling?
Yes.
Sure. Reddit ruled they are not the a-hole.
Really?
That doesn't surprise me.
So, yep, Reddit cited that they are not.
Well, Reddit is wrong.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Did
Reddit say what they would have done?
What? Oh, there's a million comments on these. That one had like 53,000 comments.
Oh, did it?
So.
I want to hear them all.
Maybe we'll tune in after the show for the After Dark.
Yeah, that's the plus subscription.
So, yeah.
To that.
All right, here's this one. I thought this one might be a little interesting, so we'll see how this one goes.
Okay.
AITA for letting my chronically, and again, okay, one caveat before I read this one. We have to take these at face value.
Yes.
Because we don't know any of the other background information.
I always assume that.
So we're only getting basically one side of the story with these ever. So keep that in mind.
It's kind of like anything I hear on the news.
Yeah, basically. I should have said that before the first one, but anyway, here we go. AITA for letting my chronically late wife miss an event she was looking forward to by not rushing her because I wanted her to face consequences. Ooh. All right, so here's the story. My wife and I have been together for 5 years. I'm fed up with my wife's chronic lateness to many things. It's really annoying and gets on my nerves. To her, it seems like no big deal because I always manage to rush her by telling her the time of an event 45 minutes earlier. She's never noticed earlier because she's too caught up taking photos. She's an influencer. She's a content creator. So I know Greg will roll his eyes at this one.
Yeah.
But, so anyway, there's a little bit of background. She has a decent...
See, if I was a judge, I would have said, that's not relevant, Your Honor. You cannot cannot sway the judgment.
Throw that one out.
Because as soon as you did that, I was like, okay, well, now I know why. You don't even have to read the rest. No, go ahead.
Objection overruled.
It says she has a decent following on Instagram and is looking to grow as a content creator. I find it really silly how she turns everything we do into a photo session, and at this point, I've stopped agreeing to take photos altogether. We've had several conversations about this, and I've told her that it's mentally exhausting for me to always have to stay on top of making sure we both get ready according to plan, but she never really does anything to address it. This time, I wanted her to experience the consequences of her action. This month alone, we've been embarrassingly late to 2 events, and this time was the first she realized I hadn't been honest about the timing because I used to give her an ETA 45 minutes earlier, while a week ago I told her I wouldn't be doing that anymore, and I expected her to act like an adult and be more responsible. It was her birthday this weekend, and I got her tickets to an event featuring several performers, including her favorite artists in the first act. This time, as I had mentioned, I did not give her the 45-minute buffer. I expected her to remember her conversation and store that information in her head to plan accordingly. Instead, she did the whole influencer routine, decorating the room, setting up lights, dressing up photos. The whole time, I knew she was missing out on her favorite artist because she did not take me seriously. It was so ironic that I didn't even feel like reminding her. I'm done with the mental burden of always rushing and planning. We arrived, she realized what happened, she got upset, started crying, asking how I could do this to her on our birthday. She said it seemed like I was liking the rise it got out of her and asked why I couldn't set my ego aside for one day. I told her that this was on her. I'd already made it clear I wasn't going to rush anymore, and she should have listened the first time and expected me to follow through and like her. So ultimately that's about the end of it there. We don't need to go much further, but there's the setup.
So is he the A?
Is he the A for not getting his chronically late wife to an event on time of her own doing?
Who wants to go first?
I can. All right, so what I'm going to say, I've got an answer with a caveat here. I'm going to say he's not, because I mean, in the end, when you're a grown adult, you are responsible. And it sounds like, again, taking his word for it. We don't know.
Yep.
But if he told her this is the time it is. This is when it is. Now, I would probably remind my wife as I say, hey, just letting you know, it's 5:30. We're supposed to be there at 6.
Start the day or two before. Hey, remember, tomorrow night we got this event.
If you want, or not. I don't even think that, if not doing that, I don't even think that would make you an a-hole if you didn't remind. Well, you can.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. You could.
But I think, and especially we're saying that he's gone through this before, and tell him, you tell him that the event starts 45 minutes earlier than it really does, just so that you can try to be there on time. At some point, it comes back to the other person having respect for you and like, hey, I don't want to make you late either. So it's kind of a give and take there. Now, having said all that, and I think that he was kind of in the right, but you may reap some repercussions that will ruin the rest of your night or weekend or week. I mean, so you got to be prepared for that.
I would say the odds are pretty good of that.
There was some fallout that I skipped over.
But the odds are probably pretty good that it would be anyway, even if you. So I guess maybe if this would prove your point, or maybe but to be fair, it probably isn't going to change anything at this point. To me, it's probably going to be this way. Some people are more chronically late, some are not. Sometimes people can change. If it's an event that she really wanted to go to, and you gave her all the information, I feel like it's on her to keep track of the time. And with all of the devices and everything else we have, there's really not a reason to be late anymore. I could set a timer. I can set reminders. I don't, but I can. So there's no reason for me to be late. Now, I am late once in a while, but there shouldn't be a reason. I could set a timer or a reminder to come up. Boop, hey, don't forget you have this event tomorrow. Don't forget this event's coming up in 4 hours. But so I'm going to say no, he's not. That's my ruling.
Do you want to go?
Sure. I don't really have anything else to add to that. I was like, yeah, you've kind of made your point pretty clear at that point, and like, hey, I got you tickets to see your favorite artist. I mean, it's like you think maybe we could. Okay, if you have to do the influencer routine, just start it early. I don't know how hard it would be to accommodate an extra hour or two just into your schedule. I would think it wouldn't be that hard. You just start a little bit sooner. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not an influencer, quote unquote, so I don't know what goes into it. But yeah, I mean, just try to do it a little sooner, and we could maybe avoid all of this. But yeah, like you said, hey, he laid it out for her, and he'd been building it into the schedule ahead of time to avoid this. But it seems pretty one-sided to me. So I'm also saying that he is not the a-hole.
Yeah, I don't have much else to add. I mean, I agree. Looking at it from the outside, I was out from the get-go on influencer. The ones I just drives me up the wall. That,
I knew you would.
That every time they're going to go to an event, she's got to jump into influencer mode and start doing all this. But putting myself back into their story and in his place, it's like, well, maybe the influencing is bringing in a boatload of money, and that's how they're supporting themselves.
Let's take the influencer out of it then. Let's say
I can take.
I bet I'll change up the scenario for just a second. So let's just have man A, woman B, okay, and she just maybe gets distracted, takes a little longer, takes time. Things just happen. They just seem to happen to slow her down. It's not that she's necessarily doing it. She gets distracted, or she does this, or she's doing something, and she thinks, oh, I can do this. And she has poor time management. Does that change your decision at all? Or no?
Like in the last one small caveat to this one would be, why did you choose her birthday to do it on? You could have picked any other event that you guys go to. That's probably a little harsh, a little punishment. I think that's a bad time to. I know he's trying to.
You gotta get the message. You're trying to send the message.
Yeah,
and for the message to stick, you gotta make it. It can't just be like,
you send a message. But
yeah, but it's her birthday. I mean, that's probably not.
She's gonna get the message, wouldn't you think?
You would think, but
I don't know.
I'm still saying he's not, because he's got he can't continue to say this event is 45 minutes later than it really is, and just have to constantly do that for everything they go to. It's like she's got to grow up and be able to get to stuff on time. But Yeah, I don't. You talk about hearing about it later. Yeah, the birthday. That's you just shot
There's
that.
consequences there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the other thing I had is that I don't think that she just started being this way.
No.
She was probably this way when they were dating and everything. So you knew what you were getting. You knew what you're getting.
Yeah, he
Just
said
like she knows what she's getting. The
Yeah.
woman knows what she's getting with the man, usually, unless you meet and you're married in 3 weeks. But most people know each other. They date.
Yeah.
So you know the flaws of everybody. So it's like, look, you know this going in.
He did say 5 years, so it's
He
like
did.
that's
Yeah.
yeah. And then after 5 years, you'd be like, yeah, I'm kind of tired of this.
Lori doesn't know I hang out with an alien.
My only thing is that I don't think after 5 years, it's probably, he can prove his point, but it's probably not going to change. That's my thing.
Yeah.
You got to pick your battle. Do you want to make that? You want to fight that battle? You can, and you would be in the right, but that doesn't always mean that you win the war just because you picked that right battle to fight. So I don't know. But again, I'm on his side in this particular scenario.
So you're saying not guilty?
Not guilty, but you may have some consequences coming your way. So
Yeah.
That was Reddit's ruling as well, not the A-hole.
Not.
So, all right, now last one here. AITA for telling my boss that I wasn't invited to the party. I just started at a new job, and I quickly realized that one of my colleagues, I don't know if this is her name, but this is what we get, Marie, in quotes, is engaged and is getting married within the next 2 months. It seemed like the whole office was attending the wedding. I absolutely did not expect an invite. She just met me. Weddings are planned in advance, venues booked, etc. My friend actually got married, so I saw firsthand how it all worked. I could tell Marie wondered if I was expecting an invitation and was hesitant to bring up the wedding around me, but I just never made it a big deal. I don't feel left out in the slightest. Then I got CC'd on an email from someone that the office, it says Joan, was throwing Marie a shower during our lunch hour in the break room in a couple of weeks. Joan was sending out a collection so we could give a group gift to Marie, and they also suggested that we make it a potluck. Joan included her Venmo and asked that we email back what we planned on bringing to the potluck. Even if I'm not going to the wedding, I still believe everyone deserves a chance to be celebrated, and I Venmo'd $20 as well as sent her a reply saying I'd bring lasagna. A little later, I saw the $20 had been returned to my Venmo, and Joan approached me at my desk. She said I didn't need to contribute. I said even if I'm not attending the wedding, I'd still like to give Marie a gift, just a little something. Joan looked a little awkward and hemmed and hawed, but then eventually said, "You're not invited to the shower." I was confused. I said, "I can't go to the company break room on our lunch hour?" She said, "Yes." I asked, "Where am I supposed to go?" I'm going to skip over a little bit part of this here. She said I could basically stay at your desk. I pointed out that this was a little exclusionary. Joan said that Marie didn't want me to assume I was invited to the wedding, and I said I don't assume that I am at all. I completely understand I haven't worked here that long and we're not close enough. I'm not hurt by that. She said, "That's great, but you still can't come." I asked, had I done something to offend Marie? And she said no. She just doesn't want me to get my hopes up. I finally let it go and just said, fine, have a good party. The day of the shower, I sat at my desk during the party while everyone else went, eating my lunch alone. One kind person snuck me a piece of cake. Halfway through the party, the big boss, in quotes, came in. She usually doesn't work on Fridays, so it was a surprise to see her. She saw me sitting at my desk alone and asked why I wasn't at the party. I told her I hadn't been invited. She was clearly perturbed by this. Later on, she sent out an email banning parties of any kind during work hours. A few people, Joan and Marie included, realized that, yes, I'm the one that told her. Now they've turned on me. Some friends say that I'm in the wrong here and that I should have lied to the big boss and say I was busy with work or to finish something or something along those lines, so as to not ruin it for everyone else. AITA. And I can go first.
Go ahead.
If you guys want me to. No, you are not. It's like you can't even use your own. Who makes these rules? To me, this is like tyranny. It's like corporate tyranny from your coworkers. It's like, okay, look, you can't set up rules for me where I can and can't go during lunch. One. And two, she said multiple times she's okay with not getting an invite. She doesn't expect one, she said. But she still just wanted to give her a gift just to be a nice person. That's what she said. Everyone wants to be celebrated. Guess what? She got that. She did that, and she didn't even let her donate money, or she was even going to bring home lasagna. And they said no. And she said, I don't expect to go to this wedding, but they still cut her off anyway. And you know what? Another thing, too. It'd be one thing, and you know what? It really even wouldn't be one thing. But it would be slightly different if she went to the boss and said, boo-hoo, they're excluding me, which I think she had every right to do, by the way. But she didn't even do that. The boss just came in and asked her, and she just said what was going on. It wasn't like she ran to, crying about it. It's like she just was working. Like they said, she was still at her lunch or at her desk eating lunch, and she just said what was going on. And then for them to get mad at her, it's like, look, you guys did this, not her. So I have a feeling we're all probably going to be in unison with this one. But yeah, there is no world in that this one she could anyway be the a-hole. Joan is the a-hole, I think, is our outcome here. But
possibly Marie too.
Yeah, maybe. Joan kind of seems like the right-hand man of all these shenanigans.
Yeah, I don't know how much was conveyed between those two.
I don't know. But I'm going to say not the a-hole.
Good.
I agree 100%. I mean, even with the boss asking, being the new person, I was trying to decide, could she have said, no, I'm new. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking out loud.
I'm worked up.
Yeah,
because
I know.
At that point, why would she even consider defending these people? She tried. She bent over backwards, and it's like, you know what? Why should she lie?
Yeah. I was trying to see if there was any inkling of anything she could have done.
Yeah,
I don't know, but no, I agree. She was. It sounds like, again, based on what we know, that she was kind about it. She offered multiple things. Yeah, she's not.
Yeah.
It's a slam dunk. No. Yeah. So I'm pretty antisocial at work. I don't care about parties. I don't care about any of this stuff. I mean, I would prefer not to go. But the thing is,
you don't contribute to the 3 potlucks a month?
No.
And he's not even new.
No. I prefer to be that. But had they said I couldn't come to the break, I'd be like, well, I'm coming into the break room. You can't keep me out of the break room.
No, you can't keep me out of the break room.
I won't celebrate with you, and that's perfectly fine. I don't need to be a friend at work. We can be friends at work, but we don't have to. I just here to get a paycheck. And I would have been an a-hole because when the boss came up and said, I wouldn't have said I wasn't invited. I just said, not only was I not invited, I was disinvited. I was going, I gave $20, signed up to bring a lasagna, and then specifically given the money back and told not to come to the party. I said I didn't want to go to the wedding.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give money. They didn't even want my money.
Yeah.
That is what is happening.
I would have gone
and then they banned me from the break room.
I would have gone in the break room with my lasagna and sat there.
A whole Costco-sized lasagna. Just to yourself.
I haven't got a call back yet, but I got to call the Department of Labor to see if it's legal for them to ban me from the company break room.
Yeah.
I'll let you know what they say.
Yeah.
I would have just went all in. I'd have lit the fuse, burnt the bridge down, like we're done. I'm burning the bridge behind me as we go. In fact, I spent this lunch hour polishing up my resume and sending it back out on Indeed. So that's fine. We're good.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like the boss did the right thing. Canceled all parties.
Yeah.
All right, we're done.
Then I'm like, oh, great. I made these 2 women mad. Plus, we got all parties canceled. My day this is the best day ever. I have the best work day ever.
And I think, too, it's like, so it said, the boss was, and I think they set it up on that Friday because she said the boss isn't usually in there on Friday.
Yeah.
That was probably part of the planning baked in. They're like, look, let's do it on a Friday. They won't know. So then we won't have to deal with this. And, she magically showed up, and that kind of fooled their plans there. But I think that was even baked into their whole thing.
Or they're just dumb and they didn't think about it and they invited the boss. Hey, we're having her shower on Friday. You got to stop by.
Sounds like way too much drama in this office. I can't.
The tyranny of Joan. There's no bounds in this office.
Joan is definitely the biggest culprit in this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about
She's the
Marie.
a-hole.
Yeah, because I'm not sure about Marie how much she knew about it.
I'm throwing her under the bus.
I think she's part of it.
I think she's a lot of it.
Because if she wanted to, she could have said no. Like, she could have overruled
or
Joan.
even came out. If Joan would have acted on that, she could have come out and said, what do you do? Come on in and
exactly.
come on in and have some stuff. Some cake.
Exactly.
Well, maybe Joan's two-faced. Maybe Joan went to Marie and said, I invited her.
She hates your guts.
She didn't want to come,
That doesn't sound
she tried
how
to throw
women
out
in the
a
office
token.
would act.
She tried to throw out a token $20.
Yeah. Joan's a puppeteer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Pull the
manipulating
strings.
all the strings. Yeah.
So that's
So,
it.
Yeah.
Well,
Jones, a
And you
witch.
can imagine the Reddit outcome.
Oh, yeah.
Same.
I think we agreed on all three of those, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think we did.
Yeah.
I usually do with those. It's hard to find a good one to split the room with, but
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple of asterisks in
Yeah.
there, like the Lego guy. There's some things I
Little
liked
too
about
far.
that. Yeah, a little too far.
Well, actually,
but-
no. You guys, did you say he was the a-hole? Because I think I said that he was not. So I think that
Oh, you
might
said he wasn't. Okay,
Yeah, so
'cause
I think
said
that
he-
might have been
Yeah,
our
I said he
split.
was because I didn't like what he did with the kids, and
Yeah.
I said he was only because he went too far.
Yeah, that's
that
kinda
was my
where
thing.
that's about
when you took
basically.
if he really took everything like he said, it's like, all right, they took a few Lego toys from your teenage kids.
Yeah.
I get it. Your brother could be a jerk,
Yeah.
but yeah.
yeah.
All right.
No, that's it.
All right. Well, hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. We are halfway through the month of September. It's hard to believe.
Yes, it is.
Closing, getting fall, getting ready for the official fall. I know we had fall unofficially on Labor Day,
Day.
but yeah, we're closing in on it, starting up, and
Which our weather
Halloween,
turned
Thanksgiving.
into fall. Now it's going back to summer.
I know it was cool, then hot,
Never
then cool.
fails.
It's
Yep.
how it always is. So, hey, thanks everybody for tuning in to the show. We do appreciate it. We thank you for listening. Hit the share button, hit the like button, check out our social media pages, and we hope you're tuning in 7 days. Until then, see ya.
Later.